Five, four, three, two, one, let's go.
And
hey, everybody, thanks for listening to the Dumb Dad Podcast. My name is Kevin, and I'm a dumb dad.
hi, Kevin. My name is Evan, and I'm a dumb dad.
The pleasure is all mine.
Oh, wow.
Cheers, dummy.
Cheers. Hold on. Let me grab mine. Look at this. What a treat. What a treat.
Evan, what are we having today?
This is Dogfish Head 90-Minute Imperial IPA. Boy, they really changed the label of this. I don't remember like a robot monster with nails coming out of his nose. Picture of this beer before.
Maybe we shouldn't be drinking this.
Dogfish Head Supercraft. Would you define them as Dogfish Head is in the into the thick of it when it comes to craft beer?
Yeah.
Whatever. It's 9.0% by volume.
9.025.
9.025. Oh yeah. They just go to the they just wrote 9%, so I understand they rounded down. How are you, pal?
I'm good. How are you?
Week number 2.
Week 2 of the school roundup.
Schooling year.
Ketchup? Don't say ketchup around
Don't
kids.
say ketchup. It's disgusting. You get them all excited.
I thought my daughter was going to Monday. I thought we were going to be back into a little bit of the days. You know, my daughter was like she was punched in the head, which maybe she was, but I don't think so. After her first day of school, it was just like a haze. And I thought after a weekend, which we had heard, and we followed the advice of someone on the internet, as you should always do.
Well, it's on the internet. It's not on the internet for no reason.
Yeah, it's on there for a reason. And they said, don't overstimulate your kids this weekend. They had a whole week of intense stimuli. So,
oh, that's really funny. I tried to teach my kid chess this weekend. I wish I would have read that comment that you read.
Did you really?
No.
Okay.
How can I teach them? I gotta understand.
You said I tried to. You said tried.
Yeah, that's true.
You didn't say I taught him chess. But they said to take it easy, so we just took it easy and just watched movies and hung out.
Yeah.
Nothing too exciting.
Saved all their energy.
Just didn't want to let's go have some mushrooms and go see, Clockwork Orange, Save
really
that
open
for
their brain,
week 3.
Yeah, really open their brain up to all possibilities of life.
Yeah. No, so we took it easy, so I thought Monday would be like another back into it. No, wasn't the case. She came out just guns blazing, just fired up.
After school, fired up.
She had that pre-game coming out of the locker room.
Oh, before? On the way there?
On the way home.
On the way home.
Was acting like she was going into the game from the locker room.
Buzzing with energy. That's funny.
Yeah, she was wild.
I know last week you said she was like, how was your first day at school? Huh? What?
Don't make me go back there.
Yeah. That place broke me.
I wrote my name so many times. I'm not sure it's mine anymore.
My hand was cramping. My son, it was funny. It was like the first day of the week, last week, first day. It was like emotional, and we talked about that. And then by this week, Monday, dropped him off. He's like, yeah, I'll see you later. I mean, he's just he was excited for school. So far, he's really loved it. He's really had a good time. Yeah. Meeting new friends and all that kind of stuff. And so. Great. But he's at the drop-off gate. It's like, hello? Okay, see ya. He's like, not about hanging around. He's like, yeah, I'll see you at 2:30.
I'll wait to see if, we'll see when my daughter gets to the point where she starts talking to me the way that my father-in-law talks about me. I hear him on the phone when he's talking to the doctor, and he'll come in the room and go, hey, is it okay if I go to the doctor's Wednesday at 1? And I was like, oh, Wednesday at 1? No, I have a meeting Wednesday at 1. Mm-hmm. And then I hear him go into his room and go, Wednesday at 1 doesn't work for my driver.
Does he really say that?
He really says that. So I'm waiting for my daughter to start saying that. All right. That one right there, that's my driver. That's my driver.
Oh, what a kick in the vast deference.
It's really good.
For my driver. I want to present a level of professionalism on the phone.
Yeah. I don't know if he has an improv class or something, or maybe he's still working on that podcast.
If you're trying to come off as though you have a ton of money in the bank,
yes,
that's all a bit lost when you show up in tall socks and shoes that don't have laces.
Yeah, he has a podcast. No, don't. You're going to want to turn it off. Don't worry. I won't tell you the name.
My driver.
My driver.
That's so funny. And accurate, really. I mean, I guess if you're driving, it's not inaccurate. He doesn't want to confuse the situation.
Yeah, he didn't need to go into the details. That doesn't work. He's worried if he says that doesn't work for my son-in-law. Why wouldn't it work for your son-in-law? You come to the doctor's appointment. Oh, I apologize.
He's going to drive me.
He's going to drive me.
Yeah.
Why can't you drive yourself? Well, he doesn't love me.
We're going to find that out at the...
Yeah. But yes, second week of school, raging success. 2 days in.
Surprising a bit, to be honest. I thought there was going to be some kickback or something, but so far it's been pretty good.
It's cruised into a dumb dad story.
Oh. Yeah, let's just get to it. Because I'm really excited about my dumb dad story this week, but I'll let you go first.
It was a good week 2 so far for my daughter. Not so much for me. So my daughter. So Monday, she's buzzing. She's ready to go. We go home. I let her eat an incredible amount of food.
Yeah.
They tell us they provide lunch. I don't think they do. I think they show them.
They show kids what lunch looks like.
They show them like a plate of lunch that like is like in a Home Goods, like the plastic stuff. You can try to eat it, but it's not going to work. So she comes home, she eats all the food, and then I'm like, all right. And she's like, can I don't know, watch TV, go on the iPad? I was like, let's just get the homework done. Let's just do it.
Yeah.
Let's get it over with.
We've taken that same approach now, just like because last year, because it was lockdown and all this stuff, when he would have it after virtual school all day on the computer. Mm-hmm. And then it was like, can I just not do homework right now? I was like, yeah, you can watch a show, or can I put it back to, as soon as he wants to put it away till later, then it feels like you're hitting him over the head with it later. Right. So extra doesn't want to do it. So we're trying to do that this year. It's like, just do it when you get home, man.
I don't remember if it was you telling us that, or maybe like you hinted at it or something, but that was kind of like where we got the idea of just like, let's just do it. Let's just get this done. So
come home, have a snack, have a chat for a second. But before you get too invested in the thing that you really want to do, which will make you even more upset when you realize you got to do a little bit of, I mean, I guess I just feel like, just get it into their brain now that it's like I get home, I finish my stuff, and then I have the rest of the day. If I try to teach them that now, then hopefully when homework is like really intense or hard or whatever, they'd rather just get it over with.
Perfect segue, because her homework involved the letter E yesterday. It was a piece of paper, and on the top it was all big E's, and under it was little E's, and she had to trace them. Yeah. And then under that was a bunch of E's and stars, big and little. The big ones, color those green. The little ones, color them red. She's crushing it. I'm crushing the directions. She's trying to go off course a couple times. She goes, I have a better idea. What if I color them pink? And I was like, this is the whole...
That's just not the directions. Yeah.
It's not the directions.
When we've been coloring the last 18 months at home, by all means, make them all the colors you want.
Barely paying attention.
This, however, has some rules attached to it.
So she has to do all that, and then I'm telling you all this because it's important. And then she has to like highlight all the E's on this page because there's a bunch of letters in this certain little area. She's crushing that. And then it gets to the thing that says, draw your picture E. And I was like, draw your picture E. Go for it. Draw the E that you want to draw. Okay? And she's like, you got it. She draws an E with like eyeballs and arms and legs. And I was like, love it. And then the next one was like, rainbow draw it. And I said, rainbow draw an E. She draws an E, then she draws another E around it, another E, and she's a big rainbow kid, so the color order was immaculate, by the way. Roy G. Biv. And so then today I was busy when my daughter got home, so my wife took over the homework. And I come in the room and she's doing it, and I'm like, all right, keep at it, because my wife's also trying to work. And I leave the room and I come back and I see that she had just finished draw your picture E. And I'm sorry, today was F. So it was draw your picture F.
Yeah.
So my wife was having her draw things that start with the letter F.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't do that.
Yeah, I know.
I was just like, draw E. Have fun with it.
As soon as you said that, I was like, I don't think so.
Yeah.
That's not what they mean.
Didn't say. It just said draw your picture E. Didn't say draw a picture that starts with E. It said draw your picture E. So I said, Joe, with the creative, artistic freedom. Go for it.
Finally, now that we've done all the hard work, now you can make your E.
I walk in, and she's like got flowers and a kid having fun, which was a stretch. But
and you were like,
huh.
Oh.
I'm not fit for this.
I'm not fit for administering kindergarten homework.
I can't.
Wow, that's another tough pill to swallow.
I can't read children's directions. I can't decipher children's directions correctly. And I just looked at it and went, okay.
But you are smart enough to go into the realization of her teacher looking at her homework and going, what the hell?
Here's the thing.
Every other kid's like, I mean, imagine how many elephants she saw.
Were on there. Eggs, which again would have been lazy. Just ovals.
Yeah, oval. Yeah.
My daughter drew electronic robots that are shaped like the letter E. Because they had eyes and legs and hands.
And I believe that stands for extra credit. And wouldn't you know it, that starts with E as well.
I'm the new principal. They promoted me.
Get this guy on the horn.
My
Mr.
God.
LaFerrier, we need to speak with you.
My God, we've been waiting 40 years for someone to pass this test.
What's the earliest you can get down here?
Down the street? This is great.
What would you say to a salary of $8,000 a year?
I would say that was excellent. And they were like, well done again. Just kidding. We called you here because we wanted to laugh in your face. Take a picture, guys.
Took a picture with the dummy. Cool hat, by the way.
Yeah.
Dumb Dad Club, huh?
Why is the dumb crossed out?
Oh, my God, that's... The underline is too high. Looks like you crossed it out.
Did you underline it? You did a bad job. But no one here is surprised.
Before I go, I got a quick little school story before I get into my dumb dad moment. So we're talking to my mom and dad today on FaceTime with my son. He was kind of giving him the rundown of how the first few days have gone and first week of school went, just kind of, my teacher's this and we have jobs now and I'm helping and this and they were like, well, who do you sit by? And he's like, oh, I sit by this person who I knew from last year. It was in my class.
Sweet.
I sit from this other person. And then she was like, and is this other kid the kid that you're telling me you're friends with? She goes, yeah, he's the blind kid. And we were like, the blind kid? He goes, yeah, when he was born, he was blind. So his grandma gave him some glasses so he can see. We were like, oh, what? I don't think you have that right. I think you might just have glasses. He's like,
why did Grandma have these special glasses?
Yeah. His interpretation was he was blind.
No,
his grandma gave him some glasses and fixed everything. He could see now.
Kids see in absolutes, so
yeah, I know.
You can't say he needed corrective lenses.
It's really true that he's blind. We're like, oh, as soon as I hear that, I think a little blind kid is like, oh my gosh. But his grandma gave him some glasses and he can see. He's like, so he just needed glasses?
What? Why did Grandma have
But he
them?
kept referring to him like 2 or 3 times in the conversation, referring to him as like the one kid that's blind. Or like, he's not blind.
Okay, here's the thing.
And you look at his class, you can see his class list. And my wife looks him up. She's like, he's just wearing glasses. It's like in like the school picture. He's not blind.
Here's the thing. It's great that you made a friend. I need you to not call him your blind friend.
Yeah.
Specifically in front of him.
Yeah.
In
or really
general?
to anybody in general, but specifically in front of him.
This is my best friend who's blind without his glasses. Watch.
Well, where'd everyone go?
But I still love him.
To be fair, what was funny about it was we were like, he's not blind. He has his glasses. He goes, well, that's what he said.
That's a good friend. Trust your friends.
So, to be fair, that's probably funny in the classroom. They're probably going, tell us something about you that no one knows. I was blind until my grandma got me these glasses. Whoa.
Oh.
But it was really just probably like he's got poor eyesight as a kid, which I can relate to. I've been there in first grade. I had glasses when I was in 5th grade, so the nerd alert hit pretty hard in the early years of my life.
You didn't have glasses till 5th grade?
I received glasses in 5th grade, which is pretty young. I mean,
who gave them to you?
My grandma.
Good. It's the right answer.
It's blind as a bat until I got him.
We can move on now. Well done.
Thank you. So, speaking of learning all new things, let's translate that back to the house. Do you remember? I know you do.
What is that transition?
I know you do. When we were in early lockdown, I was like, I'm gonna potty train my daughter, and I'm gonna teach my son how to ride a bike.
Sweet.
And like 8 days later, my son was riding a bike. And so this week we've been focusing a lot on potty training. And my daughter, who's now 3, she just has no interest. She's even gone potty on the toilet before. But she's one of those kids, if it's like a big celebration, like, you did it, yeah! And the whole family cheers, crying.
Yep.
It's a whole mess. Like, yeah, that's what I wanted, a lot of attention from this. So it's just been touch and go for so long.
Which is okay, though, right? Like
100%.
Not just like
100%.
for kids. I just mean in general. If anyone came in to cheer me on while my pants were to my ankles, I would want to cry as well.
Yeah. I don't think you have that right. There's going to be a sense of pride there.
You don't know me as well as you think.
You're so vain. You did it, Kevin.
My legs would be...
Everyone come in here. Pushing balloons.
My legs would be pretzel. They'd be just wrapped over each other. I'd have the back of the toilet over on my lap.
Mm-hmm. And you'd be wishing they all wore glasses and would just take them off. So they couldn't see you.
Grandpa would come in and recollect them.
So
hey, those are my glasses.
These are all my readers. So we've been working on potty training this week, and man, we decided to go. Basically, Monday was like, you know what? We're just gonna do cold turkey option during the day. We'll put you in a diaper, nap time, and bedtime. So it's been a lot of slipping and sliding in my house, obviously.
Losing that security deposit.
Yeah. And yesterday she woke up from her nap, and so we didn't change the diaper right away. And after a while, I went and picked her up, and I was like carting her around the house. Mm-hmm. And I do this I call her my little parrot. I'll pick her up and I put her on my shoulder and like hold her legs. And we're like walking around the house, and I'm like, look at my parrot, You want a cracker? And just joking around. Yeah. And then...
Well, unless she really wants a cracker.
In which case I'll still do it and give her one. And so I'm carting her around the house, and then I kind of smell like, oh, I think maybe she went poop. No, she was wearing a diaper because she got up from nap time.
Correct.
But, yeah, she'd probably pooped earlier. And so I was like walking around the house, bouncing up and down and everything. And I just, needless to say, that my shirt went right in the laundry.
What'd you do with your neck?
Luckily, it didn't get on my neck. But I mean, my shoulder was covered in shit. This is, the funny thing was, I was wearing one of my Dumb Dad Club t-shirts.
Oh.
Yeah. So I was like wearing the band T-shirt while the band took a shit on me. Is that right?
While the band member took their underwear off and threw it at you.
During the encore. Yeah. So they'd been used. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was my... I mean, and I just kind of... You know, it's like when you come to that realization, like, you know what? I think there's poop on me.
Yeah.
I think there might be poop. And you realize it in that moment. Can't freak out. She's on me. You're just like, oh, you know what? Let's go change that diaper. Fast forward to me sitting in her room with my shirt off and changing her diaper because I had poop all over my shirt.
I think this is a lesson for all the parents out there. If you're potty training and your kid is resistant to the potty, even if they're going occasionally, because my son is also potty training and he's going with a good amount of frequency, but they will still save a lot of their reserves for the diaper. And when your kid wakes up from nap or in the morning, you got to change that diaper right away, because I have also made a similar mistake of not that.
Is going right to the underwear?
Just like to get that diaper off is my point.
Yeah.
Because I've picked my son up and done like the have him on my hip, walk around the house, let daddy get a coffee. It's really early, buddy. How you doing on a milk? I'm going to get you milk. And my shirt is just getting progressively wetter because it is a sponge at max capacity, and I'm just pushing it
And
against my body.
And you're squeezing it.
Because that hasn't been a thing lately. But you got to change him right away.
Got to get to it right away. And and that's the lesson I learned this week about it, about the situation. Just got to get to it right away. I mean, it's funny. She's smart enough to know. She's like, I don't want to go pee in the potty. Like, she's like, I don't want to do it.
But you just let her hang out there, right?
Just let her hang out there and sit with her.
Yeah.
Just sit with her, and we read It's Time to Pee, Mo Willems. Shouts out Mo Willems, Piggy and Jared, all those great books. Wrote a potty book, so we read it. We count 1, 2, 3, pee, and she takes a deep breath and pretends like she's peeing when nothing happens. But so, we're trying to get after it, but it's it's gonna be slow going. I can tell you that. Because the funny thing is, she's also already done it. She has gone.
She's gone on
Mommy,
the
I'm
potty.
gonna go potty, yeah. And sat with Mommy for like 15 minutes, but then eventually went, and then it was like not a big deal. She quietly said, "Good job, honey." She helped her wipe, and then flushed the toilet, put the toilet seat down, and wash her hands, like do the whole thing. She did it all herself. She's actually pretty down with every aspect of it, except for going to the bathroom. She wipes. Yeah. She goes. She washes her hands.
The pressure, literally, the pressure's gone.
Oh, there you go.
Once you go,
and so. But it's just been really funny because, like, man, she's so close. Even a couple times today was like, I didn't go to the bathroom. Like, great, drop everything you're doing.
Right.
Rush to the bathroom, have her sit there, and then she sits there for 10 minutes and doesn't go.
That's incredible.
So, which is fine because it's more like maybe she thought she had to or or whatever.
I can't do that.
Yeah, I know. I forgot my phone and was like pissed.
I used to read the back of shampoo bottles before cell phones were a thing. Like, I mean, I would go into the bathroom knowing, go number 2, let me open the shower, and I'm going to read the Suave.
There's got to be something entertaining in here. I can't just sit and look at my knees.
For questions, call 1-800-QUESTIONS.
Question? Who's a question about shampoo?
What is your question going to be?
Could you imagine waiting on that line? Would that hold music?
When you say
thinking about your question, you want to ask the Aussie company about their 2-in-1 conditioner?
Yes. Hi. Just wondering, when you guys say a dollop, is that like depending on hand size? I have very large hands, and a dollop for me is obviously much larger than for my wife. A coin size. Okay, so we're in the States. We have a lot of coins.
We have a quarter. We have a dime.
A quarter.
Sorry, a nickel is bigger than the dime, but the dime's smaller than the penny, so it's weird. So like it's size-wise, it would go dime, penny.
A $50. Those aren't in circulation. I don't remember the size of those.
Hello? Hello?
All right, I'll call back. We must have. They're overseas.
It says rinse and repeat, and so I'm just blowing through shampoo over here because I don't know when to stop.
Do we just rinse once and repeat?
Also, my hot water heater can't take this anymore.
God, I read so many of the bottles. Like I could have just brought
This is after you read the inside label of your underwear, which is just like a short little paragraph. So, I'm not supposed to be putting these in the dryer? Huh.
No, mine all said like Brian because they're from Goodwill, but just written over it. So there's not really good reading there.
Goodwill underwear. That's gross. You can still read Brian on there. How can I turn this into Kevin? Huh. Maybe I should just go by Brian.
Bryan. I mean, that's fine, but
what else can I do?
What made you make that jump instead of the IA? I'm not judging. I'm just curious.
I'm not judging. It's just like anyway.
I guess it helps when you're labeling your underwear. You're not going to run into a lot of BRYs, you know?
Ooh, shampoo bottles. I didn't see these.
Here we go. Oh, God, it's got a peel back label. We got some reading to do. This bottle's got
peel back label.
This bottle's got pages.
The Surgeon General's warning. These are great.
Oh, man, we're in for a treat now.
Bunk, bunk, bunk. Hello, I'm not done. I'm still in here.
Surgeon General recommends, God, pregnant women can't do anything. At least they're not recommended to.
No wonder they're so annoyed all the time.
Yeah.
They can't do anything.
Yeah, we don't let them.
They're limited.
Let them wash their hair.
Thank you for that tangent. That made me feel better.
Okay. You're welcome.
Because I got pooped on. So
You did get pooped on.
if you get pooped on, you got to get brought out of it a little bit.
That's a tea kettle.
I was gonna say, I think your kid is mad or the tea's ready.
I thought it was my kid. If
Yeah,
I knew it was a
that's
tea
a
kettle, I
high-pitched
would have kept talking.
I don't know if the mics picked that up, but there was a high pitched scream coming from the other side of your house there.
Yeah. So I'm gonna read a dumb dad submission.
Where did this get sent to us from?
Got sent to us from Jason
I mean,
from the internet.
I meant like on Instagram. Was it on
Our internet.
email?
At dumbdadpod@gmail.com. If
No.
you want to send in your dumb parent moments, email us at dumbdadpod@gmail.com or direct message us on the app Instagram. Go to Apple applications or the other one for the non-Apple stuff.
Commit to it.
And type in Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do the shorthand IG. I don't know that will work.
Rub and scalp gently and rinse.
Then repeat. So Jason titled it, subject matter, First Foods.
Ooh, first foods.
I think we're in for a good one.
I think we're in for a real treat here.
My oldest is 10, which means I got to go through the old process of introducing food. I'm listening to your catalog and got to Evan talking about losing things in the midst of parenting. So
I would never. What?
Must have been a different podcast.
Different Evan.
So the expectation was that at 6 months and 1 minute, you introduce your child to some rice porridge.
6 months and 1 minute. That's because you're so sick and tired of the rigmarole of everything else. Let's see if they'll eat something.
Then every week, you introduce them to a small amount of one new food at a time, served in a mashed form that's safe for creatures with absolutely no survival skills and a complete lack of teeth.
I like how this is written already.
Yeah. And the list of foods that you did not serve your child rivals the list of foods that you don't serve your dog. And at and at the top of the do not serve list is honey, but just behind it is peanuts. Is that true?
Yeah. Well, because
I know about honey, but peanuts.
Well, because you don't want to find out right then and there if your kid's deathly allergic to peanuts.
I mean, when's a good time to find that out?
Well, when they could maybe handle making it to the hospital or something extreme like that, whether they can. Also, actually, no, I think I'm actually misspeaking because they may not even show signs then. I think you can show signs after the fact too, so you shouldn't give them peanuts regardless. But that's anything with peanuts in it or like peanut butter.
I don't know. My kids are 2 now. 2 and 5.
That was a long time ago. I have no idea.
Okay.
And then my wife told me I can't remember.
Yeah. But sometimes things don't go as planned.
What?
As our daughter approached 5 months, she suddenly became obsessed with being held or played with. She just would not let you leave her alone for a moment. So I had gotten used to just carrying her from one place to place as I tried to keep things rolling. And since we did cloth diapers, my main duty was to scrape poop off fabric with a spatula and to watch diapers every other day.
Main duty. This guy's a good writer.
And once a month or so, we stripped the diapers, which means we washed them for like 4 times in a row.
Yeah.
I assume with nothing else.
Did you ever try cloth diapers?
We thought about it, and
we thought about it. We had them all. Our friend donated them, and she the same way that we gave them to somebody else. She's like, we tried it for a second, was like, this is not happening, and we tried it for a second, was like, this is like hosing poop off into the toilet, and then it was like, this, no, we're gonna go through more water than we're saving by giving like diapers that will melt away.
We just, no. We had the baby, and we went, I'm already overwhelmed. Thank you, but no.
I had those people. Not for me. Can't do it.
I had only been a full-time parent for a few weeks. I was either always startled by how quickly the day went or boggled down by how it's not even 9:30 a.m. And despite the fact that I kept getting wider through the midsection, I almost always managed to forget to eat breakfast, which meant I would grab a power bar around 10 while cleaning up whatever got messed up during finger painting.
I'm getting so nervous.
Or as my
I feel
daughter,
like that detail was really important. I'm getting really nervous.
Or as my daughter would have called it, snack time. But on this day, stripping day, I also needed to leave the kitchen. and head to the laundry room to lift the lid of the washer so that the disgusting poop and the pee rags can soak for a few hours. The moment I leave my daughter's side...
Hey, there's another reason why I didn't do
it. Yeah, this is a great advertisement for Huggies and Pampers. The moment I leave my daughter's side, she starts bawling. But if I don't open the washer lid, then it'll lock, and then I'll have to strip them again. So I run back to her, scoop her up, and head back to the laundry room. Now, I'm no dummy.
Well, let's wait till the end of this for a second.
I knew that I had a power bar in my hand, and I knew that I did not want it to get anywhere near the tub full of human excrement and cotton. That's good. So I made sure to use my other hand to pause the washer and lift up the lid. Gold star move right there. And with my daughter perfectly happy on my arm, the washer successfully paused. I noticed my dog scratching at the door, so I expertly get her on the leash with one hand and head to the backyard so she can relieve herself. Then I head inside and think, man, I am killing it. Things are going great, and my daughter is in such a good mood. And that's when I remember the power bar. I put her down, and she is covered head to toe in chocolate and sugar and has all these peanuts in her mouth that she is joyfully gumming and just living her best life. The end.
You know what?
I assume she's okay.
Yeah. I assume she's fine.
Jason, thank you for that submission.
Thank you, Jason. It was very well written. There's a lot of good layered jokes in there. And I also, as soon as you said, I remember you're talking about fecal matter, managing
chocolate
where
power
it goes.
Bar
I need a chocolate
peanuts
power bar.
in it?
Yeah, that made me really nervous.
It didn't take the obvious turn.
That's true, which I do appreciate.
Yeah.
But I also would bet money I knew where that was going.
You know what it was?
After brushing my teeth for 7 hours consecutively.
Yeah. He set that up like a murder mystery. He gave us like too many facts.
Exactly.
It's like, all right, so you shouldn't give your kids honey and peanuts. Okay, no honey and peanuts.
Okay, no peanuts.
And I'm constantly cleaning poop off of cloth diapers.
Yeah, okay. Sticky situations. Got it.
So
okay.
it still could be the butler. Okay. But was it the cook? Who did this? Thank you, Jason. That was a delightful story.
It was the power bar in the laundry room. The dog was outside.
I was hoping it would be like the last power bar, and he dropped it in the washer water and
I
considered rinsing it off or something.
Oh, no. Oh, man. He got lucky. I feel like he got really lucky that it was just all over the daughter. Kid ate your power bar, and she was kind of covered in some of the sticky chocolate. That is the best case scenario that was inevitably going to happen in that situation.
Yeah. And Jason, props to you for doing cloth diapers. We're not trying to judge. I just couldn't do it. I panicked, and my wife was like, no.
Yeah, you don't really get to make a lot of decisions. Not that you're not allowed to make this. You just don't get to make a lot of executive decisions like that in early on parenting because you're just so many unknowns. But there's one thing I did know. I was like, I don't think I could. I can't do this. I'm sorry, Mother Earth. I'm going to do diapers. I'll drink water out of water bottles. I'll recycle my paper. I'm sorry, Mother Earth. I can't do cloth diapers.
I'll wear Brian's underwear.
But I won't.
But I won't do cloth diapers. This isn't the main reason. We like to use this as a reason, but like we're not going to pretend for a second it's not because we just didn't want to. Mm-hmm. But I was living in an apartment at the time with shared washer machines.
Oh, yeah. No, that wouldn't have made a difference. It's a good point.
That's just...
It wouldn't have made a difference.
Somebody's like...
because you care. Because you were really thinking about the rest of the tenants?
I just imagine going down there to do the stripping or whatever you called it, because I didn't do any research on this, and going down and something going, oh, good, you're done. And I was like, no, these are my daughter's
soaking
fecal rags, and I need to do at least 2 more rounds.
You're doing a soak.
Of...
Oh, I was confused. I thought you were washing a bunch of power bars.
Where'd you get those kitchen rags? And do you guys bake a lot of chocolate? Anyway, come on, guys.
Not in the oven.
Come on, guys.
Okay, potty humor.
Well, I think we'll just we'll leave it there.
Just wrap it up.
Leave it in the bathroom.
I think
leave it
in the bathroom.
Leave it in the bathroom where you found it.
Leave things cleaner than the way you found them,
Mm.
including Brian's underwear. So stay tuned for round 3. Stay tuned. I don't know what I can only assume at the beginning of the school year we're going to get so many really fun situations going on, like stories about blind children and things like that are not true until you decipher the code.
Yeah. Kids
and figure out what the truth is. Yeah, kids say the darndest things.
It's the darndest things. Because they don't listen to their teachers that much, or their friends, and they're just excited.
No. They're wrapped up in all the other situations they need to be dealing with at school.
Well, stay tuned, and for everybody starting school, good luck out there.
Good luck.
Write in your stories to us. Like I said, dumb parenting moments, some crazy stuff that happened. We have launched our YouTube page. Perfect time for a plug. And we are going to have all of our short form sketch videos on there. And we're also going to maybe do some dumb parenting moment reads where we're just going to do a live stream and read them off.
That's a great idea.
I think we're going to do our Thirsty Thursdays, which we do every Thursday on TikTok and Instagram at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Every Thursday. I think we're going to live stream those and put that on YouTube as well. And if you're not there live,
YouTube, I think, is going to be a fun space for us to figure out something different to put on.
Some more long form.
Who knows?
Stuff.
Yeah, who knows? Yeah, some more long form stuff. I think we'll put the podcast on there.
The podcast will be on there.
And it's just it's fun to explore different platforms to see what we can create through this, what we're able to make. So but here's the thing too. Not everybody has TikTok. Not everybody has Instagram. But but the reason I say that is because when you say to somebody who is into YouTube, or your mom or dad or whoever that doesn't understand something like TikTok, say like, well, look them up on YouTube, or if you just Google it, one of them will come up. So we'll figure it out.
So we're there, guys. So subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscribe to the podcast if you haven't. Write a review. As always, thanks for listening.
The links, I think all the links will be in the description, but they're also in our
show
bio,
notes,
in our show notes and everything. So
follow us at DumbDadPod on all social, and thanks for hanging out with us, Evan. Do you have a joke?
Of course, I have a joke,
a dumb dad joke.
And then this is where Annie edits it because it's over there in my backpack.
Is it in your book?
It's in my backpack, and like that.
Get it. Oh man.
Where the laptop would go.
You're going to have to do some editing of the video.
Behind that.
Huh?
They'll get it. They get it. We got a book. I know. All right. Right now, it's like, what are they doing? They got this book? Yeah, we're going to read from the book. Here we go. Oh, boom. Got it. Okay. I'm just going to flip to the page like we like to do on the first one and read it. It goes a little something like this. Dad, how much should I sell my dead batteries for?
How much should I sell my dead batteries for?
Yeah, Dad says, how about free of charge?
Boom.
Boom. Horrible joke.
Well, that's also a stupid question.
Hey-o!
Okay. Thanks for listening. Bye. Bye. Welcome to the world, little one. Welcome to life.
How do I stop this?